What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. We got some big news here from President Donald Trump about their new $1,000 checks that actually could turn into more for millions of families. I'm going to give you guys the details of it here in this video. This comes in their big, beautiful bill that has already passed the House of Representatives and is now in the Senate. This comes as the Senate here actually wants to make changes to the bill, and I'm going to give you the details of it in this video. I'll actually let you hear President Donald Trump himself give you the details. You actually get to hear it from him in this video. This comes here as the Republicans are passing this bill on their own through the reconciliation process. This comes because they have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency, and they can pass this bill completely on their own through the reconciliation process. And they're actually coming up with several creative ways to give money back to the people. And I'll show you these multiple different ways on how they're trying to give money back to the people. And I'm going to show you this here right now in this video. So let's jump right in because we're live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Help me reach 500,000 subscribers by subscribing down below. It's completely free to do so, and this way you won't miss out on future videos. And click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. And if you're tuning in to me on another platform, make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube. It's Jimmy, so you can watch my full videos. All right, take a look here. Okay, first, as I mentioned, in this big, beautiful bill, there's several ways that the Republicans and President Donald Trump are giving money back to the people, several different groups of people. One is Social Security users to get $4,000 boost in payments who is eligible. This is through the $4,000 Social Security tax credit. We've been covering that here on our channel if you've been watching on YouTube. Number two is how can you qualify for the $2,500 child tax credit? We've been covering that here as well, which is also in the bill. I actually believe that's $2,500 per child. Also in this bill, the House passed tax bill includes no tax on tips provisions. How much will workers save? Well, of course, that depends on if you work in a tipped job. No tax on tips will benefit millions of Americans, and that is another thing in this bill. No tax on tips. Another thing is no tax on overtime is in the bill as well. So Trump's pledge to not tax overtime could become federal law, as that is in the bill that was passed in the House and now goes to the Senate. Now the Senate wants to make changes to the bill, and I will be keeping you up to date here on all this stuff, which is, again, make sure you're subscribed. It's completely free to do so. Subscribing, just make sure that you're you get updates and help me reach 500,000 subscribers, which is a milestone I'm trying to reach. But President Donald Trump has now unveiled another provision of his bill, $1,000 boost checks, savings accounts here for millions of families. Take a listen to what he has to say here and let me know your thoughts here in the comment sections. And don't forget to like this video. Share this video with anybody that needs to hear this. Take a listen to what he has to say here.
Some of the things you're reading about in Los Angeles, thank goodness we sent out some wonderful National Guard. They've really helped, and a lot of problems they were having out there. They were afraid to do anything, and we sent out the troops, and they've done a fantastic job. So I want to thank them very much. I also want to thank you for being here as we discuss one of the most exciting parts of the one big, beautiful bill. It is indeed a big, beautiful bill, and it's doing very well the Trump Accounts, as they call it, pilot program, which will make it possible for countless American children to have a strong start in life at no cost to the American taxpayer. Absolutely no cost. It's going to have a huge impact. I want to thank House Speaker Mike Johnson for, number one, being a great speaker, and number two, perhaps slightly less important, for being here today. Thank you, Mike. Along with Chairman Jason Smith, who's fantastic, and Representatives French Hill, August Pfluger, Blake Moore, Rob Bresnahan, and Frank Lucas. Thank you all, fellas. Thank you very much. We appreciate it very much. Thanks as well to many top business leaders from Invest America, CEO, Council. It's been a wonderful council. They've come up with some fantastic ideas. We're putting them into use. They're really the greatest business minds we have today. These men and women lead large, successful companies, and they're committed to contributing millions of dollars to the Trump account. And it's really, it's going to be something incredible for children and for their employees in many cases. Here's how the accounts work. For every U.S. citizen born after December 31st, 2024, before January 1st, 2029, the federal government will make a one-time contribution of $1,000 into a tax-deferred account that will track the overall stock market. In other words, it'll be pegged to an index that we'll pick. Right, Michael? We'll pick it. We'll pick a good one. Maybe you should be the index. I'd like to have that. These kids would be very wealthy if that were the case. That would be a good idea. I think we might do that, Michael Dell. These accounts will be private property controlled by the child's guardians, and in many cases, those guardians will be the parents. We think probably the parents will be the guardians. They'll be open for additional private contributions each year from family, friends, parents, employers, churches, private foundations, and more. This is a pro-family initiative that will help millions of Americans harness the strength of our economy to lift up the next generation, and they'll really be getting a big jump on life, especially if we get a little bit lucky with some of the numbers and the economies into the future. In addition to the substantial financial benefits of investing early in life, extensive research shows that children with savings accounts are more likely to graduate high school and college, buy a home, start a business, and are less likely to be incarcerated. Trump accounts will contribute to the lifelong success of millions of newborn babies. They are fully, and this will be very interesting, I think, for everybody to hear, they are fully funded through targeted reforms in the One Big Beautiful Bill, like the $1.7 trillion in mandatory savings, welfare reforms to stop waste and fraud, a 3.5% remittance tax, and more. And it's just a part of that. The One Big Beautiful Bill is among the most important pieces of legislation in our country's history. I don't think there's ever been anything bigger. And I think it's going to go down as certainly one of the most important things we'll ever have done. In addition to the largest tax cuts in the history of our country, including the most powerful border security measures ever, it delivers major economic relief to the American workers' families. And there's so many things. Rebuilding our military, we built it just 8 years ago. We started and did a great job, but now we have to rebuild it again, plus technology change. All of a sudden, it's about drone. You know, we have a new form of warfare. It's drone warfare. So a lot of things change. We did a great job with the military, but now we're going to have to do some little tweaks, to put it mildly. And we'll be doing that, and we have it all nicely funded. I look forward to signing this into law. It's really something that we're having such an opportunity. And I have to say, he's here with us. He's a person that I've admired for a long time. You take a look at what he's done and followed his record. And it's Dell Chairman Michael Dell. He's done such an incredible job. It's as a business person, I study business people, and that's a perfect one to study. It should be almost mandatory reading. So I want to congratulate you on that and thank you for the idea, because you're the first one that really brought this to my attention. I know that you and your friends have been talking about it for a long time, but other presidents didn't get it done, Michael, right? So we got it done. Congratulations.
Wow, so let me know your thoughts on this. The federal government giving $1,000 to newborns that are going to be born here. This is very significant. And this will be basically put in a stock market index so it grows. And you can see here, Trump official unveils the Trump savings account. What to know about these $1,000 baby bonuses. This will be for children born between January 1st, 2025 and January 1st, 2029. Newborn children will automatically be enrolled in the program if this is passed fully when the big beautiful bill goes through. I'll keep you up to date on this. This is just another way of giving money back to the people. You can see all the ways that they've mentioned, we mentioned so far, along with all the tax brackets going down in the big beautiful bill. So that too, lower taxes is a good thing for everybody. Parents or other account custodians can place up to an additional $5,000 in post-tax contribution annually into the accounts, which will be invested in index funds tracking the broader U.S. stock market. And to give you an idea here, if you put $1,000 into a Roth IRA, just $1,000 every year until age 65, just $1,000 a year starting from birth, you would have $1.7 million. That's just $1,000 a year at 8% return a year, which is a decent amount for the stock market. That's pretty typical. I think the stock market has returned like 9% a year or something annually on average, okay? That's just $1,000 a year. Would be $1.7 million. If you put $2,000 a year in, you'd have $3.4 million. If you put $5,000 a year in every year, you'd have $8.5 million when you retired at $5,000 a year. Remember, $5,000 a year is $400 a month. To give you an idea. Yeah. So most people's car payments nowadays are $400 a month. Yeah. So you could see how much investing $400 a month would grow to $8.5 million by the time retirement comes. Literally millions of dollars. And that's why it's so important to invest and put that money into savings over time, because remember that like 70% of Americans don't have any money saved. They don't have a $1,000 in savings. So this is why it's so important to save over time. And thankfully, the Trump administration has seen this and is literally going to give $1,000 to brand new babies and invest it for them, which is amazing. So let me know your thoughts on this, and I'll keep you up to date here on all these things here. The $4,000 boost for seniors, the $2,500 child tax credits, the no tax on tips, the no tax on overtime, the lowering of all tax brackets and everything in this bill, along with else. Don't forget that there's also the Doge money in here that has already amounted to over $1,100 per person that Trump can send out at any time through executive order that they could send out at any given time. So don't forget that. Trump can send this out at any given time through executive order. And also Speaker Mike Johnson said that there will be another bill coming after this bill as well. Okay, briefly, I mentioned this here on the last video, but the United States has filed a false claim act on complaints against 3 national health insurance companies and 3 brokers alleging against unlawful kickbacks and discrimination against disabled Americans. So if you or any loved ones are on Medicare, Medicare Advantage, or any Medicare services, this is why I recommend Chapter Medicare. Chapter Medicare was actually founded because their parents got scammed and they're trying to change the system. And they actually have a proprietary system where they can scan through every Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medicare provider in the entire country to find you or your loved ones the best plan for you, or can save you tons of money. And on average, they actually save people that use their services, which is completely free, about $1,100 on average, with these benefits, or actually put money back in your Social Security check. So I have a phone number here on the screen, or a pinned comment link down below, where you can contact them, and their services are completely free, which is really amazing, because this putting money back in your Social Security check is very, very beneficial for a lot of people right now, because we know times are tough for a lot of people. So feel free to click that link down below in the comments section, or call that phone number for Chapter Medicare. Their services are completely free. So share this video with anybody that needs to hear this information. Subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos, and I will keep you up to date here with everything you need to know about. Click here to see Medicare and Medicaid changes that are coming pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll